The cult of Elon Musk. A closer look. Elon Musk has become an almost mythic figure in modern society. Hailed as a genius, a visionary, even a savior of humanity. But beneath the spectacle, the social media fanfare, and the relentless headlines lies a more complex, and perhaps troubling, reality. Contrary to popular belief, Musk may not be the revolutionary thinker or benevolent innovator that his public persona suggests. Rather, he appears to be a narcissistic, pseudo-intellectual showman who thrives not on substance, but on applause. There is no denying Musk's involvement with influential companies such as Tesla, SpaceX, and Neuralink. He holds a powerful position in the tech world, yet power is not the same as brilliance, and influence does not equate to insight. The cult of personality surrounding Musk is so intense that it obscures a simple truth. Much of his public behavior appears more concerned with appearing intelligent than being intelligent. One of the most glaring traits he exhibits is narcissism. Musk has a tendency to insert himself at the center of every narrative. Tesla's success is framed around him rather than the engineers and decades of battery research behind it. The same goes for SpaceX. It is frequently overlooked that Musk did not found Tesla, and that thousands of scientists and technicians drive these operations forward daily. In Musk's world, it is always about Musk. His personal choices often reflect a desire for attention rather than meaning. Naming his child, Xair A12, is a prime example. An eccentric decision seemingly made to attract attention. For Musk, attention appears to be the highest currency. His innovations, if they can be called that, often seem less about advancing humanity and more about ensuring the world keeps talking about him. Each tweet, each provocative statement or appearance, feels less like spontaneous genius and more like a calculated move to remain in the spotlight. Narcissism, after all, isn't just arrogance, it's a compulsive need for admiration. Musk's online behavior underscores this. He frequently inserts himself into political debates, speculative science, and cryptocurrency hype, anything to keep himself at the center of the conversation. One moment he's sharing memes, the next he's making grand proclamations about colonizing Mars or integrating brains with computers. These are rarely thoughtful, measured declarations, their performances designed to dazzle. Closely tied to this is Musk's pseudo-intellectualism. He often speaks in scientific jargon and futuristic concepts that sound profound on the surface. Yet, when scrutinized, much of what he says lacks depth. He frequently recycles old science fiction ideas and presents them as innovative insights. Whether discussing artificial general intelligence, Martian colonies, or brain-computer interfaces, he tends to project an image of having solved fundamental challenges that remain, in reality, far from resolution. His rhetoric offers the illusion of understanding rather than the real thing. During interviews, when pressed for specifics, Musk frequently rambles, sidesteps, or overloads his responses with technical buzzwords. His language is crafted to impress the casual listener, but often lacks the clarity and precision expected from true thought leaders. It becomes a form of intellectual performance, cosplay rather than contribution. This dynamic, often dubbed the Musk effect, illustrates how charisma can overshadow credibility. Musk is not a traditional engineer. He doesn't code, and he doesn't design rocket engines. He hires those who do, yet he presents himself as the mastermind. He frequently takes credit for the work of thousands, using their accomplishments as a mirror for his own image. His public statements are often misleading or outright incorrect, whether it's the repeated, unmet promises about fully autonomous vehicles or fantastical claims about terraforming Mars with nuclear weapons. Accuracy rarely seems to be his priority. What matters more is the excitement and spectacle, projections that make him seem prophetic, even when reality proves otherwise. Moreover, Musk demonstrates a clear aversion to criticism. He is known to surround himself with agreeable subordinates, dismiss dissenting employees, and retaliate against unfavorable media coverage. Journalists who challenge him are mocked or blocked. Analysts who question Tesla's performance are ridiculed. Scientists who critique his claims are ignored or belittled. This defensive posture does not reflect intellectual confidence. it reveals a fragile ego fiercely guarding its narrative. Even Musk's acquisition of Twitter, renamed X, seems less like a calculated business strategy and more like a vanity project. The platform, far from being improved, has grown increasingly chaotic and self-referential. It appears that Musk's true motive was control over how he is perceived and discussed. Once in possession of the stage, he used it to amplify conspiracies, flirt with extremist viewpoints, and stoke controversy, all while claiming to champion free speech. Again, the guiding principle seems to be not substance, but perception. Perhaps most telling is how Musk has leveraged algorithmic power to shape public discourse. After taking control of the platform, reports emerged that he allegedly directed engineers to modify the feed ranking algorithm in order to boost the visibility of his own posts, sometimes forcing them onto users' timelines even if they weren't following him. This is not merely self-promotion, it is a calculated manipulation of digital architecture to maintain cultural dominance. By ensuring his voice is heard louder and more often than others, Musk turns the platform into a vehicle for personal propaganda, shaping public perception through engineered visibility rather than merit. While some point to Musk's affiliations with high-value ventures like Tesla, SpaceX, and Starlink as evidence of his brilliance, one must ask, are these truly his accomplishments? Or are they the result of deeply skilled, well-funded teams working behind the scenes, while Musk serves as the charismatic public face? In this light, Musk resembles P.T. Barnum more than Thomas Edison. He is not so much inventing the future as he is selling it, successfully, to be sure. His appeal lies less in what he builds and more in what he represents, a figure of audacity, the rule-breaking rogue genius. But that image is just that, an image, a character crafted to feed ego and public fascination alike. The real danger here is cultural. Society is increasingly mistaking spectacle for substance, charisma for competence, boldness for brilliance. The loudest voices often drown out the quiet minds doing the actual work. Musk embodies this distortion, a symptom of a world where perception eclipses reality. In the end, Elon Musk may not be the hero the modern era needs. He is, instead, a mirror, reflecting a collective obsession with celebrity, a desire for simple answers, and a preference for narrative over nuance. It is time to shift focus away from idols and toward genuine expertise. The future belongs not to those who perform intelligence, but to those who pursue it, with humility, diligence, and no need for a standing ovation.